Just a moment. But first, we want to get out to John Bachman, who is at CPAC with New York Congresswoman Elise Stefanik. John?
Well, we are here right now with Elise Stefanik, the House GOP Conference Chairwoman, also representing the great state of New York. Good to be with you, Congresswoman.
Good to be with you here at CPAC today.
Okay, so tell me about what's going on in your district right now with the northern border. We hear so much about the southern border. What's happening in your district right now?
So for the past 2 years, I've sounded the alarm that the impact of what's happening on the southern border impacts my district in the northern border. We've heard firsthand from Border Patrol officers and their families that those officers have been transferred over and over again to the southern border, leaving us without the man and personnel that we need on the northern border. The cartels are now shifting and adding some of their operations on the northern border, and we're seeing an 800% increase in illegal crossings in the Swanton sector, which is the sector included in my district. So you have
800%?
800% increase in the last year. So we've had some recent reporting on that subject matter. So we have a border security crisis, not just on our southern border, but our northern border as well. And every district in every state is a border state.
And that just goes to show you what happens when you ignore one border, another border opens up, the cartels are empowered, and they feel like this is their chance.
Yes, and obviously I've always said what happens at the southern border impacts every state across the nation, every community, but we have been on the front lines because my office has a great working relationship with our Border Patrol officers, and they came to me 2 years ago and said, we are getting, transferred constantly to the southern border. That means we don't have the resources we need here. So it's a national security issue, it's an economic security issue, it's a constitutional issue. It's why House Republicans are focused on securing the border.
Let's talk about your speech a little bit. You are the GOP leadership representative here at CPAC this week. Was that intentional or is that just coincidence?
We were excited. I was excited when CPAC invited us, and I'm excited to really highlight the fact that the House Republicans are the last backstop to block single-party Democrat rule. We also are conducting vigorous oversight and accountability when it comes to that check on Joe Biden, which is really important, and we've hit the ground running legislatively.
Do you feel somewhat constrained, though? I mean, you guys have one-third of the U.S. government. You are doing a lot with these investigations. How far do you think they can go, considering you're likely going to run into a roadblock in the U.S. Senate?
Well, I'll highlight two big wins we had just this past week. One is, as folks have been following sort of the far-left radical defund the police, decriminalization efforts of today's Democrat Party, we saw that in D.C., where the city council, the very leftist city council, passed very pro-crime, pro-criminal, and the mayor even opposed it, who's a Democrat. Because we have oversight over Washington, D.C., House Republicans opposed it. We actually won that vote in the Senate because 2 Democrats voted with us. So that's going to the president's desk, and President Biden said he'd sign it into law. I passed a bill this week called the Rein-in Inflation Act, and we got 59 Democrats to vote with us. So we're going to continue working on our agenda. I'm sure Joe Biden will try to block so much of it, but we have a lot of work to do.
It was interesting to see the reaction from someone like AOC to the Washington, D.C. issue. She pitched a fit.
She did, but she lost.
She doesn't understand why we have a District of Columbia, I guess.
She doesn't understand constitutional. She also is, she's not paying attention to the crime crisis in her own district in New York State. We have had catastrophic crime numbers in the state of New York, particularly New York City. It's one of the reasons why Republicans won up and down the ballot in New York, and she just continues to ignore it. She's one of the leaders of the defund the police movement, and that has created this catastrophe, not just in the state where I come from, but across America.
Give me something to look forward to coming out of the House in the coming weeks. I know you guys are on recess for a little bit. When do you guys come back, and what will you be focused on once you're back in session? I know you're always working in the district. When you're back here, what will you be focused on?
So we're very focused on the Parents' Bill of Rights, and I highlighted that in my CPAC speech today. We are proudly the party of parents, and we saw that the Department of Justice and the FBI under Joe Biden was targeting those parents just for standing up for their kids' future at school board meetings. So we introduced the Parents' Bill of Rights this past week. We will pass that in the month of March, and we're going to hold the Senate's feet to the fire. Who cannot be supportive of parents' rights when it comes to their kids' education?
Well, we know.
Apparently today's Democrats Party
and teachers unions.
And the unions and Joe Biden. But the American people need to see that loud and clear because there are choices on the ballot, and we are going to stand up for educational opportunity, and also parents are the primary drivers when it comes to their kids' future.
Well, as a parent, I'm happy to hear that.
Yes.
Great to see you, Congresswoman Elise Stefanik. Thanks for being with us.
Great to see you as well.
All right, we'll send it back to you guys.